Right?
Checking in. How's it going?
Good.
Busy?
Busy fox. With your cat.
Judith, could we get you? She's here. Yeah, we're hearing that in Portland, ICE has shot 2 more people, so that's really fucked up and a shame. All right, we're gonna start up chants here while we're getting the last things fine-tuned. So yeah, here's Judith with the chants. El Movimiento has whistle kits at their table up here behind the in front of the speakers.
Yeah.
If you would like a whistle kit, please grab one, and they are free. Yeah, and if you'd like to grab one, please grab one. They're going to do a demonstration with the whistles. So please, if you'd like to participate, please grab one. Also, before we start and after we finish, we have this altar set up here for Renee Good, and we have a book. If you would like to write your thoughts down for her in this book, we welcome it. But that before we start, like with the speakers and stuff, and then after as well. We just don't want to crowd the stage here. So yeah, if you'd like to write down your thoughts at the altar before the action and after the action, you are very welcome to. Thank you.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Say it clear.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Say it once, say it twice.
Say it once, say it twice.
We will not put up with ICE.
We will not put up with ICE.
Say it once, say it twice.
Say it once, say it twice.
We will not put up with ICE.
We will not put up with ICE.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Say it once, say it twice.
Say it once, say it twice.
We will not put up with ICE.
We will not put up with ICE.
When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? 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 Se ve, se siente, el pueblo está presente. Se ve, se siente, el pueblo está presente. Se ve, se escucha, estamos en la lucha.
Estamos en la lucha.
Se ve, se siente, el pueblo está presente. Se ve, se escucha, estamos en la lucha. Chinga la migra. 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 All right. Justice for Renee Nicole Good. 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 Justice for Renee When I say who shut shit down, I say we shut shit down. Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
Who shut shit down?
We shut shit down.
Who shut shit down?
We shut shit down.
Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
Who shut shit down?
We shut shit down.
Who shut shit down?
We shut shit down.
DPD, ICE, KKK, they're all the same. DPD, ICE, KKK, they're all the same.
DPD, ICE, KKK, they're all the same.
DPD, ICE, KKK, they're all the same.
DPD, ICE, KKK, they're all the same.
We say justice, you say how?
We say justice, you say how?
Stop the deportations now.
Stop the deportations now.
We say justice, you say how?
We say justice, you say how?
Stop the deportations now.
Stop the deportations now.
We say justice, you say how?
We say justice, you say how?
Stop the deportations now.
Stop the deportations now.
Justice for Renee Nicole Good.
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 All right, even if you don't speak Spanish, I'm gonna need you to say this one with your whole chest. Chinga la migra.
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 Fuck ICE. Fuck ICE. All right, we have a request. We have a special request. If anybody here knows how to play the drums, we have an extra drum. If anyone would like to help us keep tempo. Do we have any drummers? All right, if you're interested, we have this drum back here. Just come and let us know. All right. Chinga la migra.
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 Chinga
from Vecinos Unidos, Blake.
Well, I want to thank everyone else for being here. As I'm sure you all know, this has been a hard past 2 days for all of us. Yesterday, in a brutal act of state terrorism, a mother, a wife, and a human being who put her life on the line to protect others was brutally murdered by an ICE thug. Shame! And that's why we have all the organizations here from around DFW to say clearly and loudly, we will not put up with ICE terror! That's right. I do want to make some announcements before we get rolling here. If you see anyone in an orange vest, those are legal observers. If you see anyone in a yellow vest, those are safety. If there are any counter-protesters, any police, any people that are trying to cause disruption with what we have going on here, go find a person in a yellow safety vest and they will address it. If you're approached by media, we have a media liaison. Our media liaison is right here for English. And we have our media liaison for Spanish over here, Kev. So if the media comes to talk to you, point them directly to these two individuals right here. Well, I want to thank everyone for being here, and I know it's been a heavy day for all of us, but it's good to be in community with y'all. And I'm pleased to introduce our first speaker from the National Alliance Against Racist and Political Repression, Elise.
Hello everyone, thank you for being here. My name is Elise. I'm just going to give a quick little rundown of what actually happened to Renee Nicole Good. We're going to start it off. Say her name, Renee Nicole Good, 37 years old, mother of 3, including a 6-year-old child who is now an orphan. The murder of Renee, a fellow activist, took place on Portland Avenue between East 33rd and 34th Street in the central neighborhood of Minneapolis. According to witnesses and video reports, there was a total of 4 ICE thugs and 2 trucks that approached on foot and surrounded Renee's car while she was patrolling in response to insane ICE activity in Minneapolis. Renee repeatedly waited for ICE trucks to pass by her when 2 ICE thugs exited their trucks and ordered her to exit her car. Videos show that the ICE pigs were giving conflicting orders to Renee. This was clearly done in order to confuse and disorient her. One thug told Renee to drive away from the area, while another yelled for her to get out of the car. Based on 3 separate recordings of the incident, 2 ICE pigs walked to Renee's car. One was heard saying, "Get out of the fucking car." One of them tried to open the door of her car before then trying to reach through her window. As one of the thugs grabbed Renee's side door, she reversed and began turning, maneuvering away from the 2 ICE thugs. She was attempting to flee. She did not run over ICE. A 3rd ICE thug, near the front of the car, drew his gun as the car passed by him. He stepped backwards and fired 3 shots. 1, 2, 3. Renee Nicole Good was murdered. ICE thugs also prevented a doctor from providing medical care to Renee. Medical care was not provided for about a total of 15 minutes. When paramedics arrived, the ambulance couldn't even access the area because of the ICE pigs blocking the area with their trucks. One witness saw the murderer walk away from the area unharmed and get into an ICE truck. The evil ghoul, Christy Nome, stated that the ICE thug who murdered Renee was treated at a hospital and later released. Nome has been referring to Renee as a domestic terrorist. Fuck that. And Trump is upholding this obvious lie. Fuck Trump. Although the ICE thug who murdered Renee did not appear visibly injured in the videos of the shooting, Trump said, based on the video, it is hard to believe he is alive, but he is now recovering in the hospital. We all saw this video. We know this is a complete and utter lie. This is a narrative they are trying to sell us, and we will not buy it. Renee was doing what many of us here do in our communities on a daily basis. Monitoring and patrolling our communities, doing whatever we can to prevent these ICE thugs from kidnapping and murdering members of our communities. Say her name. Justice for Renee Nicole Good. Thank you very much.
Justice for Renee! 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 Say it loud, say it clear, immigrants are welcome here! Say it loud, say it clear, immigrants are welcome here! Say it loud, say it clear, immigrants are welcome here! Say it loud, say it clear, immigrants are welcome here! Say it loud, say it clear, immigrants are welcome here! Say it loud, say it clear, immigrants are welcome here! When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up for that! When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Who keeps us safe? Who shuts shit down? Who keeps us safe? Who shuts shit down? Who shuts shit down? Who shuts shit down? Who shuts shit down? That's right. We say justice, you say how? Stop the deportations now! We say justice, you say how? Stop the deportations now! We say justice, you say how? We say justice, you say how? Stop the deportations now! CPD, ICE, they all look like pigs to me! CPD, ICE, they all look like pigs to me! CPD, ICE, they all look like pigs to me! CPD, ICE, they all look like pigs to me! All right, give us a round of applause. All right, our next speaker is a community activist who's been one of the most active in the community in the immigrants' rights space this last year. Someone it's a pleasure to know. I'm pleased to welcome to the stage Noemi Rios from Vecinos Unidos.
I hate that we have to meet like this, but let's make this time count. So we all know that ICE is cowards. They are cowards. They are aggressive, violent cowards. But let me tell you about what their demeanor is like when they are down the street at Dallas Immigration Court. Because if you think that this behavior that they displayed, which resulted in Renee losing her life, if you think that that's just because there was some operation happening out on the streets, they bring this energy with them into every space that they are allowed to exist. And that includes the hallways of Immigration Court, which were never intended to be a hunting ground for easy targets. And that is what they have turned our community members, our immigrant community members into. Fish and barrel. So thanks to so many amazing faith leaders last year, we were able to form this thing called Vecinos Unidos, which just means neighbors that unite. That's really all it means. And we went from church to church, asking folks to come in and volunteer with us. Let me tell you, the average age of our volunteer is somewhere in the mid-50s. Most of our volunteers are women. Most of them are white women. I'm very grateful for my white allies because it changes the way that ICE behaves in the hallways. They won't abandon what they are doing, but it does change what they are doing when there is a white ally standing next to us versus when it was just myself or another brown friend. We were threatened with arrest. We've had our photographs taken. And for a while, they behaved themselves once they saw that we were recruiting amazing white allies. They behaved themselves. But recently, I'm sorry to tell you that recently that same energy that you saw on display, which resulted in the loss of a life, is the same energy that they are now back in court with. They took a little break in September, and they have come back, and every time they've come back, they have come with aggression for the observers. Threats to arrest, they've taken driver's licenses, they've pushed our volunteers. I just told you most of our volunteers are women in their 50s. Yes, they have pushed our volunteers. They have knocked their phones out of their hands and threatened them with arrest. So if you think that what happened is exclusive to Minneapolis or some street operation, this is what they do. This is what they do. They bring aggression into spaces that are supposed to be protected for due process. There is no due process now in Dallas Immigration Court. You're going to hear from other amazing speakers that are all leading initiatives in different parts of the community here in Dallas, and I would urge you to get involved. If you are not already involved, please get involved with one of the organizations that is up here doing their best to confront and come up against the hostility of ICE, even when it means that we are potentially in danger, just for recording what they are doing, without taunting them, just for asking for a phone number from the person that they are taking so that we can notify their family member that they've been taken. We are threatened with physical violence. So I don't think there's more that I could say. You all know that ICE is cowards, and we need you. We need your help. I'm very grateful for all of you that came out, those faces that I'm very familiar with. Keep coming to court. Keep going to all the different volunteer initiatives. This, unfortunately, isn't going to get better unless we make it better. So let's make it better.
All right. Our next speaker is going to be Andy from the National Alliance Against Racist and Political Repression.
Check, check, 1, 2, can you hear me? Hi everybody, I'm Andy with NARPR, National Alliance Against Racist and Political Repression, and I just want to share a few words with y'all. First, thank you for coming out tonight. This is big, this is wonderful. Thank you so much. From its inception, our organization has had one fundamental and steadfast goal from which pretty much everything that we do stems, and that is to resist the brutalities of state repression. So what happened in Minneapolis represents an unprecedented level of violence perpetrated by ICE within our communities. So many of us here today, in our daily lives, we stand up to racism and brutal injustice, and for this, ICE viciously murdered Renee. For this, Renee Nicole Good was taken from her community. She was taken from her friends, she was taken from her wife, and she was taken from her son. Shame! NARPR Dallas, the organizations with us here today, and every one of you in the crowd are all here to respond to this violence clearly and firmly. We are not scared. We will not back down, and we have started something here, and we will continue to act in solidarity with Renee Nicole Good. We will carry her in our minds, in our hearts, and in our fiery spirits, and all the work that we do to bring an end to the very injustices Renee and Nicole Good and everybody else who has suffered from racism and political repression have fought against. Revolution! Thank you so much for coming out tonight, guys. We really appreciate it.
Donald Trump, let's be clear. Immigrants are welcome here. Donald Trump, let's be clear. Immigrants are welcome here. Brothers, sisters, have no fear.
a federal agent murdered in cold blood a mother and a wife who was just trying to protect her community. And I ask you, but this has been happening before her. And I ask you to take this time and we all do a moment of silence to honor the lives of Renee, Nicole Good, Silverio Villegas Gonzalez, and Keith Porter. So let's take a quick second. These are not just names. These are lives that were taken in moments that never should have happened. So please hold their names in your hearts. What happened to Renee did not go unseen. It was recorded by volunteers who were there with her. The community was there. And that's something that people are doing that same work here in Dallas today. They are bearing witness, documenting harm, and protecting our communities through visibility. So when I tell you this, how many of you all know DPD does not verify ICE agents right now? That should scare the living shit out of you. He said that ICE agents are allowed to work in undercover capacity. They're allowed to work in masks. They're allowed to wear vests that say ICE. And I could just buy that shit off of Amazon and kidnap somebody. And DPD doesn't verify. That's why. How many are y'all pissed the fuck off? Raise your goddamn hand! And are y'all willing to fight in this city and protect our communities? And I need you to get your whistle kit right now at this table that we have, because if you have a whistle right now, you're already hearing it. There you go. This can help someone. You do it 3 times. Dallas communities know this already. In every apartment complex, there are some volunteers here that have been patrolling, verifying that these fucking ICE agents are breaking the law. And they are. So everyone with me. I need everyone with me to do 3 short bursts right now. You just notified the community and helped them. But I need you to remember the lives that were taken. Not just Renee, but everyone else. So thank you for being here, because fuck ICE! 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 Thank you!
Thank you, Azael. El Movimiento, along with so many other groups, has been on the front lines of this in Dallas, so highly encourage you to visit that table and see the work that those folks are doing. Our next speaker is going to be Kevs from the National Alliance Against Racism and Political Repression.
llamo Kevin Estrada. Soy un miembro de la organización de Alianza Nacional contra la Represión Política Racial en Dallas. Esta organización se organizó desde los 60, 70, cuando empezó los derechos civiles con un señor que empezó, que se llama Frank Chapman. Él vive en Chicago, y como ustedes saben, Chicago también está en ataque contra ICE. No nada más Chicago, no nada más, todas las ciudades, toda la nación están peleando contra ICE. La migra no es parte de la comunidad. La comunidad es lo que nos protege, y Renee era parte de la comunidad. ICE no es parte de la comunidad. ICE nada más viene a aterrorizarnos, nada más vienen a decirnos que no nos merecemos aquí, cuando este país fue robado por gente que vino e hizo una genocidia contra ellos. Todavía estamos peleando contra la genocidia. No hemos parado la lucha. Nuestras familias que tienen cientos y cientos de años peleando contra esta pelea. Por eso estamos organizando todos los días, tratando de pelear, tratando de luchar contra esas injusticias. No hay justicia, no hay paz. Quiero darle las gracias a todos por venir. Quiero darles mi gratitud por estar aquí con nosotros. Cada miembro que está aquí parado al lado de ustedes son miembros de la comunidad, y uno mismo, cada uno dependiente se quiere a uno mismo. No hay odio, no hay algo que usted no puede. Son las organizaciones que están aquí, están por ustedes. Estamos aquí para apoyarlos, estamos aquí para defenderlos. No tenemos que tenerle miedo a esta administración y no miedo a ICE, porque chinga la migra. Renee era una activista, igual como muchas organizaciones que estamos aquí. Renee puso su vida en línea por nosotros. Ella estaba haciendo lo mismo que nosotros estamos ahorita. Estamos protegiendo a nuestra comunidad. Queremos nosotros, toda la comunidad. Yo he vivido como un inmigrante de México. Ese país me ha dado muchas cosas que yo nunca pude imaginar. Me dio comunidad, me dio amor y me dio paz. Pero cuando supe cómo está el sistema contra nosotros y nos quieren deportar, me enojé. Y por eso empecé a organizarme, a tomar acción. Necesitamos hacer más que nada más venir y protestar y gritar. Necesitamos organizarnos, necesitamos tomar acción, porque esta organización es lo que están haciendo. Ellos se organizan todos los días para terrorizar las calles, terrorizar las cortes, terrorizar las detenciones y terrorizar los campamentos que están en toda la nación. Ahí están campamentos que están matando gente todos los días. Todos los días hay gente que muere. Renee nada más es uno de miles que han matado todo esto este año pasado. No hay justicia, no hay paz. Por eso queremos demandar que ICE no exista. No hay razón por que la migra exista. Todos nosotros estamos aquí para cuidarnos. La razón que nosotros estamos en este mundo es para cuidarnos y amarnos. Por favor, cuídense a uno mismo. Cuiden a su familia, cuiden a sus amigos, cuiden a su comunidad. Pregunten por ellos si están bien. Cuídenlos. Pregunten si necesitan ayuda, porque hay muchos recursos en este país que sí hay para ayudarlos. Por favor, no tengan miedo. No hay razón por tener miedo. Es lo que ellos quieren hacer. quieren tener miedo contra ustedes, hacerle miedo para que no hagan nada y no va a pasar. ¿Por qué? Porque la gente está unido, el pueblo está unido. La demanda es que queremos ICE y la policía, porque la policía de Dallas son también cómplices con ICE. Ellos están dejando que la gente que están desapareciendo en las calles. Ya hemos visto en vivo, nuestros activistas, nuestros organizadores lo han visto en vivo. Ha tenido familiares que han deportado, pero también ha tenido personas personas que son muy queridos conmigo y se han puesto en la línea para decirles, ICE, no te queremos aquí. Y por eso estamos demandando que la comunidad se encarga de la policía. Nosotros deberíamos decir quién demanda de policía de control comunitario, porque es la única manera que vamos a vivir siguiendo sanos, porque ahorita no estamos sanos, no nos quieren y esta administración nos quieren afuera. Cada uno ahorita somos terroristas en los ojos de ellos. Shame. Quiero darles muchas gracias por venir. Y nada más quiero decir que nadie es ilegal. Nadie es ilegal en este mundo. En este mundo hay mucho espacio para cada uno de ustedes y toda la gente que no está aquí. En este mundo hay razón por qué estamos aquí. Hay una razón y la razón es porque hay razón que nos queremos, tenemos que amarnos y tenemos que cuidarnos a uno mismo. Y por esa razón nadie es ilegal en este país. No hay razón porque uno tiene que estar encerrado en cárceles. No hay razón porque uno tiene que estar en esclavitud, porque eso es lo que estamos. Están agarrando a gente y la están poniendo en esclavitud porque le están poniendo cuffs. Sorry. Y una cosa más quiero decir, chinga la migra.
All right, Kevs, thank you so much for that. One thing I do want to mention, at the table of El Movimiento, we have these kits here, along with whistles and along with red cards. There's a hotline number on here. Okay, we're out of kits, but if you go to El Movimiento Instagram or search for El Movimiento, we have a hotline here. If you call this number, operators, volunteers doing the work on the ground in the community here in Dallas will answer and can get families resources, can come to verify ICE activity, can put them in touch with the community that can help them. Because el pueblo salva al pueblo, right? So the number, again, you can find this on El Movimiento Instagram, but the number, everyone take out, remember this right now, 469-306-2078. 469-306-2078. That number could be the difference between life and death, between a person being locked away in ICE's labyrinthine dungeon system or their freedom. So it's important, so please be aware of that and support the work El Movimiento is doing. All right. Our next speaker is going to be a community organizer, somebody who has been on the ground here in Dallas doing the hard work, the difficult work of helping people, helping immigrants when they're under attack, and that's Sandra.
Muchas gracias por estar aquí. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Sandra Avalos. I'm a community organizer, and since October 27th of last year, alongside with other community organizers, volunteers, and clergy, we have been standing outside of the ICE field office to bear witness and to support families who have experienced kidnapping by ICE agents as they arrive for their routine check-in appointments. We have witnessed unimaginable pain. I have watched a 5-year-old little girl walk in with her dad on Christmas Eve, only to walk back outside devastated because her dad was detained. That child was going to spend Christmas without her father. In that moment, all I could say was the truth. He is not a criminal. This is a result of a system that was created to cause harm. Abolish ICE! From there, we did what community does. We review available resources so her mother could locate him once he was transferred out to Ayalera. We helped her understand how she could send money so that he could make calls and buy food. We talked through options about bonds, habeas corpus petitions. Then we made a plan on how to get home safely. Did you need an Uber? Did someone need to help you drive your vehicle back home? No one should have to navigate this kind of trauma alone. When I heard of Renee, my heart broke. Like her, I truly believe that it would take community taking care of community through this moment. Renee was a real person with a life, with people who loved her, with a son like me, and a future that should not have been stolen. Honoring her means more than thoughts and prayers and gatherings. It means demanding safety, accountability, and care for our communities. We owe her action. We owe her change. Today more than ever, I call on all of us to be the light in the middle of the darkness, to protect one another, to show up without hesitation, to be freedom fighters. And with this I close. Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop. Thank you.
All right, let's give another round of applause for Sandra. All right, our next speaker is going to be Haley from the Party of Socialism and Liberation.
Yesterday morning, a killer ICE agent murdered Renee Nicole Good in cold blood while she exercised her First Amendment right to legally observe. Shame! Shame. She was a mother, a wife, who is now dead because of ICE's reign of terror. This happened not long after thousands of ICE agents descended upon Minneapolis in a racist campaign targeting Somali immigrants. Renee took it upon herself to become a legal observer to protect her neighbors. And she was not alone in death. She was surrounded by her neighbors on every side, back, right, left, front. People who were documenting and fighting for the same thing she was. And let's be clear, she gave her life protecting her neighbors. As a legal observer, it was her duty to tell the truth, just like it was her neighbor's duty to document ICE when they came up to her car door. And now it's our duty. It is our duty to bear witness to the atrocities that ICE enacts on our communities so that Renee, Nicole, we bear witness for them and the countless other lives lost in detention centers across America. So they don't lose their lives in vain. As a violent rioter. This is textbook manufactured consent for her death. Shame! This is the same tactic we see the administration using right now for illegally invading Venezuela and kidnapping Maduro. The same tactic! The same tactic for funding and supporting a genocide in Gaza! And the same tactic ICE uses to terrorize our neighbors here at home. Our government is waging a war against working class people internationally and right here at home. And we must fight back. Trump's administration likes to think we are some unorganized mass incapable of creating change. But we know that's not true because look around you. Look at how many people showed up today. We outnumber the ruling class. Around the country, thousands of people are mobilizing against the occupying army in this country, also known as ICE. We have the power to organize, and not only do we have the power to organize together, it is our duty to fight back when they try to scare us into submission. I just have a few more words left. Jonathan Ross, the killer ICE agent, and any of his accomplices must be prosecuted immediately. They don't have the power to arrest Jonathan Ross is part of the problem. Renee's murder was caught on camera. What more evidence do we need to bring him to trial in Minnesota? A few minutes down the road from where she was murdered, George Floyd's murder was caught on camera in the summer of 2020. And it wasn't until masses of people took to the streets and demanded Derek Chauvin's arrest and indictment that we finally got justice. And the work doesn't stop here. We showed up today, but there is a nationwide call for action on January 20th, the one-year anniversary of Trump's inauguration. Every single person here right now to help us mobilize for this mass movement. We need every single person here right now. Look to your left, look to your right. Tell them you're going to be there on November 20th. January 20th. Time and again, they have attempted to criminalize those who stood up for what is right. But we will not be intimidated. And we will continue to fight for justice for Renee and an end to ICE's reign of terror once and for all. Justice for Renee Nicole Good! 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 Thank you.
All right, give yourself a big round of applause, everyone. All right, our next speaker is going to be Kai from the Freedom Road Socialist Organization. Give it up for Kai.
My name is Kai Leslie with the Freedom Road Socialist Organization, and I'm proud to be here with people who are rising up against ICE. Legal observers of the because of them that our lawyers have witnessed testimony about the actions of the police at our protests. I want all of us to take a moment to thank the legal observers here today and across the country. Renee Nicole was a legal observer. She was observing an ICE raid when she was brutally murdered in cold blood by Jonathan Ross. Shame! Renee was murdered while bearing witness to the deployment of nearly 2,000 ICE personnel in the Twin Cities. Her murder was an unacceptable crime, but it wasn't the first time ICE has executed an innocent person. 25 people that we know of in the last year have been murdered by ICE, and the countless lives have been ruined. We know the actions of ICE are deplorable, but we also know people are in the streets fighting back. Across the U.S., people are interfering with ICE bills in any way they can, spreading the word of ICE's presence, slowing down their raids, blocking their vehicles, and the Freedom Road Socialist Organization is proud to stand with the people rising up against ICE. The courage of our movement against ICE is an example to all of us. All our movements are connected by our common enemy. These capitalist pigs, like Donald Trump, want to divide us and isolate us, but we will not be divided. We will stand up against ICE agents, the police department, and any agency that will try to harm our movement. And we will always, always stand with the people. Join the Freedom Road Social Organization in the movement to take the United States ungovernable for the Trump agenda. All power to the people. All power to the people. All power to all the people. Thank you.
Hey y'all, I'm Javi. I'm the chair of the Dallas branch of the National Alliance Against Race and Political Repression. I would like to thank all of you for coming out today. It's been a heavy couple days. We just heard that in Portland, ICE shot 2 more people today. It's a damn shame. So I'm just going to be quick, give some final remarks, and then we'll move on with the rest of this action. So, So there's a saying that the climate crisis is watching other people record climate disasters on their phones until you're the one recording a climate disaster on your phone. I'd like to offer up an addendum to this saying. The dying off of the American empire is watching the cops hurt, kidnap, and kill innocent and good people until it is you being hurt, kidnapped, or killed by the pigs. Renee Nicole Good was killed by the pig. Shame. She died defending the people. She died for the people. And for that, we have come to honor her. That could have been my mom or dad that she was standing up for. Renee is a martyr. Let's honor her name together. When I say her name, you say presente. Renee Nicole Good. Presente. Renee Nicole Good. Presente. Renee Nicole Good. I'm proud of every single one of you that came out here tonight. You have to have a lot of courage to show up in the face of violence like this. Together, we can achieve all that we aim to. And if we're going to get this guy put in prison, we have to move together. So I look forward to moving with all of you. So, we're gonna, in a very calm and orderly fashion, we are going to pivot into a march. I need at least 3 volunteers to hold the banner in the front of the march. Okay, you two, somebody else? You? Yes, please come hold the banner. All right, what we're gonna do is the crowd is gonna wait while the banner gets over to the street, and then we will all follow the banner together. There's gonna be a truck that will lead our march, so we will line up behind that truck. So banner, okay, let's wait for the banner people. All right, we got 1, 2, 3. All right, now if y'all don't mind, clearing the way for the banner people to walk down to the street, just straight down. To everyone's left. Banners right. Medics to the front, please. All right, banner, are y'all ready to move? All right, let's start moving. Joe, okay. Yeah. All right, no, y'all pivot right and go straight that way. Yeah. All right. Now, crowd, let's wait for the banner to come by you, then fall in behind the banner.
He has the route. All right. I'll take one of those. Justice for Renee Nicole Good! 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 We want justice to stay home! We want justice to stay home! All the elected ones down! We want justice to stay home! We want justice to stay home! All the elected ones down!
do the same. They're hopping up.
Yeah, we're gonna have some folks. Could you help me with this?
Brace yourself. Brace yourself when you take off. If you can hear me, this is in Dallas, Texas. Justice for Nicole Good. Justice for Nicole Good. Justice for Nicole Renee 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 Good. The people united will never be defeated. 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 Just right, Destiny. Sorry. Questions for you. So, Renee Nicole Good was allegedly trying to run this guy down, and he's in the hospital, allegedly. before there's martial law, because you know it's coming. This senile president, worse than Biden even, Sleepy Donnie. Yeah, I'm gonna stop there. Just let y'all hear this, because that's what we're here for. But go watch the videos, y'all. This is in Dallas, Texas. This is happening in Dallas, Texas. If you're in the Dallas area and you want to get involved, DM me and I'll send you a list of all of the organizations that are represented here tonight. Me personally, I'm with Yellow Rose Resistance. We used to be 5051 DFW. We didn't like the direction 5051 was taking, so we splintered off and formed our own group with the same people. We are a peaceful action committee group. Come out and get involved. If you want more direct stuff, there's Indivisible here in Dallas, Indivisible DFW, Indivisible Fort Worth, Indivisible 12, Indivisible 24, on all social media. Get involved, people. Time is now. Facebook folk, hop over to TikTok, find me by the same name, Citizen Frame on TikTok. My battery's getting ready to die on this phone. I'll have the full video uploaded once I get home. Look for it on YouTube. Again, Citizen Frame. Just like Citizen Kane, but Citizen Frame. Okay, folks, on TikTok, I'll get ready to run out of battery here on my other phone is supplying internet to both phones. Find me on YouTube. That's the same name, Citizen Frame. Not sure how much longer I'll have battery, but I'll have this going until it dies. I'll have the full video uploaded later tonight. I've got another camera going here. For those just now joining, this is in Dallas, Texas. My hotspot is getting ready to run out of juice, so it's going to die here in a minute. But find me on YouTube by the same name, Citizen Frame. Like Citizen Kane, but Citizen Frame. die here on Facebook or for Facebook, which is going to kill my connection. Look for the full video. We uploaded on my YouTube tonight by the same name, Citizen Frame. It's like Citizen Kane, but frame. The camera